Hi, welcome to the YouTube channel. I'm your host, Joe D. Martinez, and this is the experience to be your better higher self. Yeah, no, it's a little mouthful, but with every experience, you become better if you put it in account, right? I know I'm 15 years too late, but what better now than the present, right? It's November 30th. A lot is going on, We're still wearing masks. By next year, I'll have a full table full of masks, because the vaccine is supposedly here in January or February, but we don't really get accurate results after like 3 or 6 months, depending on how many people we get to do these trials. But hey, we'll get through it and enjoy every minute of it. And that's all we can do, right? Stay safe out there. So, in better news, okay, we got Sarah Fuller. She is the first female college football athlete for Division I, I believe. And yeah, that's great. Bravo. Good job, women. We're going into the NFL, we're going into the MLB, we're going into the NBA. I think it's all great. I love it. But from experience, okay, because I used to play high school and college football, Sarah Fuller, when you kick the ball, I know it was only 30 yards, right? But you're the last man of defense, okay? So when you kick the ball, you can't just run off and say, oh, my job is done. You have to be the last man of defense. You have to make sure that ball is down, the whistle's blown, and then you're able to walk off the field, okay? If you're gonna play the sport, play it right. I know you haven't done that much practice, but yeah. And we don't wanna see you get hurt and get hit, but you gotta prepare for that moment. That moment, depending on how many games you play, will happen, okay? Depending. If you only do like 2 games, then it won't happen. But if you play like 10, 15, then for sure, one of those games is going to happen, okay? So Sarah, be on the lookout for that. In other news, we had the Legends Only fight. But I only saw 2 legends. I only saw Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. Nobody else on that card was a legend, okay? So, hey, but it was great to watch, man. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. was great. It was phenomenal. It was very authentic. I love the authenticity of it. Mind you, these men are retired, out of their prime. They look like old uncles finding out, It was great. It was great. It was something that we have never ever seen before, okay? We usually, with celebrities, they're done. Right after their retirement, they're done. We don't even hear of them until they die, okay? It's usually the truth. We're taking percentages here, okay? But they look great. When Mike Tyson hit Roy Jones Jr. just slightly after the bell, it was great to see his maturity, and it was like, yo, are you okay? I'm so sorry. Love that. So, props to them. I hope they made a good paycheck, well enough to survive this pandemic that we're going through. And yeah. But in other news, the first take of that fight, Vasquez and Gonzalez, a phenomenal clinic. They actually surprised me, okay? I was thinking all these fights were going to be garbage, but for 125 pounds, they put a clinic, toe-to-toe boxing. They both went the distance, had great exchanges, power, cardio. It was just overall exciting. I loved it. I can't wait to see more of them in the future, hopefully. I know it's not up to their hands, but they have some part of it. So work hard, and you can be up there. You could be in that main card one day. This is the Triller. Everything looked spectacular at the Staples Center. You know, I love the whole LED lights splitting the corners, pink, blue, red, blue, whatever you want to freaking call it. It looked great. It looked clean. It looked crisp. But hey, let's talk about those music performances. It was a huge lineup, right? Great on the lineup, but let's cut it a little bit, right? In between fights, let's do like 2 to 4 minutes, right? And also, just I think by marketing experience, I think if you're competing with TikTok, they should have dancers. They should be making their own moves, you know? So, yeah, I hope to see that next time. I really do. Now here's the main talk. Jake Paul and Nate Robinson. There's so much to say. There is so much to say about this. The memes are crazy all over online. First off, I just want to congratulate Jake and Nate Robinson for not wearing headgear. Good job. Good job. That takes balls. That takes balls. I know, because I've gotten hit a few times. Yeah, I give more props to Nate Robinson. It was his debut. He's an NBA legend, okay, in his height bracket, okay, because NBA is really big. So we'll give him the other legends card for his height, though, okay. He didn't whine. He didn't complain right after. Let's see if he comes back. Let's see. But Jake. Oh, Jake. This was his second fight. This was second professional fight. You can't call yourself a professional if you didn't go through the ranks, okay? There's a formula, a universal formula for everything. You did not go through the ranks. You didn't go through any amateur. Just because you have pro boxing money doesn't mean you're a pro boxer. He was facing somebody that was his debut. He didn't even know what he was doing. And again, I'm saying this by experience, okay? Growing up, I did karate. Right now, I'm a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I, train Muay Thai. I've done it. I'm doing it. I've been doing it for years. I haven't done my amateur yet. Granted, I was supposed to do it there. The pandemic happened. My knee went out. Accident. No excuses though. No excuses. I'm after it, and I will be chasing being a pro in fighting as well. So, Jake, you looked all right. Okay. You were overstepping, not really a lot of head movement, wild throws. Your footwork was a little clean. It could be a little bit better. I understand the opponent. You were facing an awkward opponent. But if you're training and you've been doing this for so long, why are you clinching with Nate Robinson? Push off. If you know he wants to clinch, you push off. And then you sock him in the face. That simple. Yeah, but there's nothing pro about this. Nate should have been ended in the first round. They gave him the second round, and I'm glad Jake took it, okay? It would have been embarrassing otherwise, but hey, it is what it is. But people on social media saying, wow, Jake looked phenomenal. He was a pro fighter. What pro fighting have you been watching? Seriously, I love to watch fights. My brother likes to watch fights more than me. I'm more of a jiu-jitsu. I would love to freaking strangle you, okay? Take your arm off. Take your kneecap off, okay? That's what I do, okay? There was nothing pro-like. okay? When I look at pro, I look at Mayweather. I look at Oscar De La Hoya. I look at Muhammad Ali. I look Tyson and RJJ at their primes. Canelo, Ryan Garcia. Those are real pro fighters. And a couple of legends there too, okay? But don't be saying that he's a pro fighter. Jake, you should not be saying that you're a pro fighter, okay? I would destroy you. I would absolutely destroy you. You and your brother. And look, you guys weigh more than me. And I would still take you out. Still. Give me my time and I will be gladly to freaking show you. Okay? Because you guys aren't that great. Okay? You got money. Okay? You did YouTube 15 years ago. You jumped right on board. Congratulations. Okay? But yeah, pro fighter? No, you're not. Okay? So when the time comes, I'll be ready. Okay? Because I know what this universe has for me and I know how to work it. I've been growing and growing each and every year, and I finally feel like I have the formula to succeed in life. So I'll be ready. I declare greatness, just like on my Instagram. I declare greatness, and this is gonna be greatness. Okay, you're gonna see me grow so much more. And this is just the beginning, okay? Stay tuned, follow me, subscribe, and declare greatness.